Cursed dry and those who dwell within her walls. They torched our food stores and tents. Even most of the ships. We'll be lucky to even escape here now.
Escape? We just broke down one of the gates. We should be pressing our attack, not talking of escape.
The Trojans aren't going to wait for that. Surely they will attack again at any moment.
Not if they think we've left. Poseidon is the lord of horses. In Atlantis, a defeated general surrenders his horse when beaten.
A horse, yes. A great wooden horse.
I don't understand. Will it fight?
We can have this done quickly, and we don't have to rebuild any of the siege. Arkantos, I will need your help.
Considering the difficulty of the last mission, this one is a bit of a cakewalk in comparison. The trick hasn't really changed, honestly. It's still basically the same. Make sure the scouts don't inform Troy and you're golden. The way we do that is by building a couple of hydras. And then just making sure that we're properly surrounding the enemy. First attack always seems to come from the north. And then it's kind of, I don't know if it's random or not, but there definitely seems to be an element of unpredictability as to where the enemies attack thereafter.
Run for gates! We must warn Troy! Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked. Good job. If we stop these scouts, Troy will not attack us.
At first it seemed to be based on where my units were positioned, as in whenever I was positioned in the north, the enemies would attack from the south, and then vice versa, which was pretty predictable until it wasn't. So it could very well just be random. Or it does follow a set pattern, but the pattern is, I guess, to a degree, randomized. It was like attack north, then 3 times south, then, you know, north twice or something like that, which is quite unpredictable. But maybe it's like predictably predictable in that regard. I don't know, is the answer. Best thing I thought was to put your troops kind of quite central, and then you can respond to either or. Seen a relic here or something. Oh, there is a relic there. No, it's actually quite a good relic too. Weak. Just need to make sure that we're surrounding the enemy before we engage. Especially with the Hydra. The Hydra's the one that's got the highest DPS, so...
We have stopped this scout, but stay sharp, man. There will be more.
Πρόσταγμα τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε, τέκτον.
Λέγε.
I need to get some gold. This one's probably the easiest one, but also there is an element of risk still. So if there is a very set pattern, then the enemy will attack south twice more. If not, I can only assume it's randomized. Or it's based on a set of criteria that I do not know. We didn't pick the... If the third attack is south, then we'll know for sure it is very much set in stone and preordained.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked.
Good job. This scout will not bring a patrol.
Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα.
Oh, that's why I got no wood. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sure I've got wood. I've not been spending it. Cool, alright. Well, next attack should be north then in that case. Times 2, then south again. If I remember rightly.
Δρυτόμος. Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Βρυτόμος. Βρυτόμος.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε.
Which means it is very much predictably predictable. Yeah, cool, okay. So it does seem to be pre-programmed as to where they're going to attack. But they've done it in a way that's kind of tried to make it a little bit unpredictable by changing.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked. Good job. This scout will not bring a patrol.
Λέγες μεταλλεύσεις. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Τέκτον. Έτοιμοι.
This is the problem though, I actually can't remember what the next one was. I think it's north. Could be south though, for all I know. I can't remember. Genuinely.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε. Έτοιμος, ναι. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Might as well put
Τέκτον.
boys on Trojan horse.
Πρόσεχε.
Probably build like a tower or a fortress or something just in case something does attack.
Τέκτον.
Λέει τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμο. Ναι, μάλιστα. Ναι.
Oh, there's one there. You can see that tower. Surrounding them. So the ones at the bottom, really.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked.
We have stopped a Trojan scout.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
We don't need that. We can just
Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
top
Πρόσεκτον.
to attack in the south. To be fair, actually, it's better us just waiting in the south.
Έτοιμος. Τέκτον.
You
Τέκτον.
probably be
Τέκτον.
here actually. So we've got a tower here.
Τέκτον. Μεταλλεύσεις. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. 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 Πρόσεχε.
A little a wall of houses.
Έτοιμος. Τέκτον. Θρητόμος. Τέκτον. Πρόστα. Τέκτον. Έστω.
That side of it though.
Έτοιμος. Προσέκ. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Έτσι, μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Πάνι. Πάνι.
It's actually difficult for me to pull them in a bit more. It's a horrible thing to try and surround. Nice little cheeky surround on them.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked.
Good job. This scout will not bring a patrol.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. μεταλλεύς. Πρόσεχε, τέκτον. Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα.
Esto. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε, μάλιστα. Ταπεινός. Πρόσεχε.
Έστω. Ταπεινός.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Έτοιμο. Μεταλλεύς. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμο. Ναι. Τέκτον. Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμη μεταλλεύς.
Oh, what am I doing? I just like...
Πρόσταγμα.
Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμος.
Ναι. Έτοιμος. Πάλι. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχτε.
Προσέχει.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked. Good job. This scout will not bring a patrol.
Λέγε.
Πρόσεχε. Μεταλλεύς.
Προσέχει. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Λέγε.
The music in this game have to be so good.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος.
I guess that's the problem with this mission. It's just too easy. Like, it's like, unless you actually get attacked and the scout escapes, it's like one of those mindless missions where it's like, okay, surround and kill, easy peasy.
Προσέχει. Πούλομαι.
Eastpully.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Πούλομαι. Έτοιμος.
Do not let the scouts return to Troy, or we will be attacked.
We have stopped a Trojan scout.
Yeah, we did. Should we should wait for this mission, boys? Well, at least for this part of the mission. Still the second phase to go, I suppose. Which is arguably a little bit more tricky in some ways.
Move the horse into position, quickly!
Agamemnon, take the boats and the men and sail just out of sight. Arkantos, Ajax, and I will man the horse. When night falls, sail back. We'll have the gate open for you.
I'm glad you scheme for me, Odysseus. I will return at nightfall.
If we destroy the gate, our troops can rush in.
Μάλιστα. Πάνι. Πούλομαι. Ναι.
Wait here for the guards to pass. We will do best to avoid fighting them now.
Ναι.
So interestingly, they seem to have sped up the speed at which they patrol. I'm assuming that's the main difference between Titan and Ludicrous for this part of the second phase.
Πούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Πούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Πάνι.
I mean, there is no challenge to this bit. It's like following a script. It's
Πάνι.
A colossus. We should try to sneak past.
Πούλομαι. Ναι. Πούλομαι.
We could make good use of those.
Ναι. Πάνι.
Eastmarket!
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Πάνι. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Πάνι. Πούλομαι. Ναι. Πάνι. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Πάνι. Πούλομαι. Πάνι. Έστω.
Why are those Heliopoli out of storage? They are controlled by the enemy. Stop them!
them. So this next part is, again, pretty straightforward. And there is an easy way to tackle it.
Agamemnon has returned with his army. Quickly, rush through the gate and take down Troy's fortress.
The gods have graced us with 2 meteors!
So the easy mode method, as far as I'm aware, really for me, is we take this fight, and then we just drop 2 new meteors on this side. And we just take this as normal. Actually killed it straight outright. Well, normally that doesn't kill it straight away. Normally you have to commit a second meteor, but I guess if it doesn't, then happy days. You can pretty much ignore most of this, just go straight for these with the siege equipment, and then these guys will just keep them busy. Oh, can we just literally right click with the Colossi, to be honest? They're tanky as hell and brilliant at taking down buildings. But yeah, that's pretty much the easy mode option for this phase.
Troy has fallen. Let's find Helen and get her back home.
Where to now, Arcantos?
Back to Atlantis. This was a welcome break from chasing pirates, but I need to return home.
Well, pirates or not, you need to get your boats repaired.
You don't think they can make it to Atlantis?
No.
There is a port not far from here, Iaklos.
I'm sailing there. I can show you the way and get someone to work on your ships. And he strides among the treetops, and is taller than the trees, and his voice through all the garden is thunder sent to breathe. What is it, Kemsit?
Chemos has returned, sir. He lost the Trident. He says the Atlantean was headed for Troy. The battle there will not last much longer once he joins the Greeks.
The siege at Troy is already over.
That means the Greek armies will return soon, and the Olympian gods will no longer be distracted by the fighting.
Do you question me, Kemsit?
No. Everything is exactly as you said it would be. The fortress, the tunnel, Troy.
Giants and the genie, multiplex of wing and eye, whose strong obedience broke the sky. Send Chemos. I want to speak with him.
Yes, General.
Yeah, it really is noticeable, isn't it? Just how different the voice acting is between the original, the OG voices, which is what I'm using via mod, and the retold, remastered voices, I suppose. Like, the original voices are significantly better, unfortunately. I hate to say it. They just really are. It's like the one area that lets Retold down, I think, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, this mission was pretty straightforward. There's really not much to it, really. It's interesting that there are some missions which are like a previous mission, which were insanely difficult, and then missions like this, which are just like kind of a little bit mindless, even on Ludicrous. Yeah, I guess it is what it is, but kind of wish there was a little bit more consistency in the difficulty. But anywho, folks, that will right about do it for this scenario. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. It does help support the channel and be greatly appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, I shall see you in the next video.